my slug, my little jokey joke. Yo. Double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Y'all ever been in a situation to where you feel like out of everything that has gone wrong in your life, when can something go right? Or out of everything that has gone wrong in your life, or people that have done you so wrong, when is somebody who's actually going to be genuine or pretend that they care, even in the slightest bit? When are they gonna show up? Y'all ain't never felt that way before? I have. And every time I think somebody gonna show up in my life and be better than the person I had before, or be better than a friend I had before, they turn out to be the same exact person. Shall we talk? Let's talk. Y'all double tap the screen. Let me go grab my charger real quick. Cause we gonna be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? BRB. Hey, J Poison. Okay. All the glory belongs to you. What up? What up? Feeling now, keep asking why I'm fighting this battle. I'll be your friend. You know, I'm right down the street in Las Colinas. I'm about to pull up on you. Definitely, somebody's come and said they always worse than the last. Now, there has been a scenario that I've been in where I felt that people were just as worse as the people, just as bad as the people that I've come across, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? But in this scenario, y'all already know that your girl, hold on. What am I doing? I'm over here doing this. I need to be drinking some water. Give me 1 second. I'm coming back. Y'all double tap the screen for me. Oh, Jesus. I need to move all them cases of water over here. Praise the Lord for He is good. I do not like cold water. I got you, J Poison. Why are we not friends on here? We are now. All right, bet. So, a lot of y'all already know. I'm Sherelle, formerly known as Alexia Davis. I grew up in foster care, and then I was adopted and went on to live my life. So, when it all boils down to, when you continue meeting people and you think that those people are going to be better than any people that you've encountered before, thank you, Marissa, they turn out to be worse, right? So, granted, I had my daughter, I had my son, you know what I'm saying? I'm living in Longview, Texas. I'm minding my business. I'm doing what I felt was absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. Well, at the time I had already got my bachelor's degree, but who was going to become a police officer after they had that riot out here in Dallas? Not me. So I was like, I'm going to have to figure out a different way to become an FBI agent, but I can't even become. Why? Because your girl done been in jail 50 million times. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I'm chilling, minding my business. I'm working at Sonic. By then, I had already been through the phase with the man who was living a double life. You know what I'm saying? The maggots in the carpet and things of that nature. Better yet, let me stop this. Let me go ahead and finish that story. Part 5 of the man I said I love was living a double life. So when I pull up at the house and we go in, I noticed that he take us all the way back to the back, right? When we go to the back, I noticed that there was no lights in the hallway. The room over here had a door closed. It was just like a separate house with a hallway. So one family could live over here, one family could live over there. As we're walking, we go sideways to the right into the room. And I noticed that all this man had was a bed in here. He had carpet, a little old rocking chair that's sitting in the corner. He had a little TV. You know what I'm saying? I can't really knock where you live. Busting out the bando, yeah. I can't really knock where you live because, shit, your girl was really homeless at the time. And if I'm keeping it a bean, and if I'm keeping it a buck, your girl really didn't get on her shit until what? About 2 years ago. And I say that not for any pity, not for anybody to want to be like, oh my God, nobody was helping that baby, da-da-da. I done made peace with it. I done realized that obviously God handpicked me for this battle, dropped me right dead on the front line and said, go forth with what you know, what you don't know. If you look towards me, I'm going to give you the signs that you need. So I went with it. So anyways, I'm not really tweaking off the fact that this man lived in a trap house. You know what I'm saying? I like you for you. I don't like you for what you got because if anything, whatever I need, your girl gonna go clock in on that clock and she gonna get it done for herself. So we go in the house and I'm chilling. I'm on the edge of the bed. I'm minding my business. And I noticed, like I said in the video, that I seen little things poking poking up out the carpet. Now, the only way you're going to see maggots poking up out the carpet is if you irritating the carpet. Whether you walking, whether you stomping, two-stepping, or you just down there rubbing your feet back and forth. Who's doing that to a carpet? Me, because that's the type of person. Exactly, that's the type of person I am. I just be doing shit. So while we sitting there and we doing all of that, your girl noticed that little boop, 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 whack-a-moles is coming up out the carpet. So I reached down. And instead of me being like a normal individual looking, I get to look at with my hands. Your girl get to look at with her hands. Why are you looking with your hands? Why the fuck are you looking at something poking out of a carpet in what seems to be an abandoned ass house? So anyways, I'm sitting here. Here go the carpet. The little things. Boop, 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 boop. They just poking up out the carpet. So as I'm sitting there trying to grab it, because you know you can't really grab a maggot or whatever, right? Because they're like slimy in a sense. But they weren't really slimy because they were in the carpet. So when I pull it up, y'all, when I pull the little maggot up out the thing, it's doing the worm and shit. Like, bro, chill. Now, I can't act like I'm surprised. Why? Because I done had roaches. I done had rats. I done had spiders. What up, big bro? I done had all of this. So none of this was like a surprise. It was just like, damn, bitch, like you done graduated. Nigga got fancy bugs in the house type shit. So, do that, niggas? Yeah, so nigga got fancy bugs in the house and shit, right? So instead of me passing judgment like, oh my God, you got maggots, they gonna be flies in a minute, I go into the hallway, back into that dark ass hallway. I look back to the right, because mind you, going straight, we go right. If you come back out, you go right, and there's like this kitchen. When I went into the kitchen, y'all, first things first, y'all remember that movie, Wrong Turn? Any one of the movies, Wrong Turn, when you go in the house, how they dishes all dirty and shit, like they just don't care, like, oh, we cooked ahead in this yesterday, so boom, we just gonna dump the juice out and we gonna use this dirty ass pot. That's what it looked like. The dishes, the sink, all of that shit was just nasty, right? So on top of the stove is a little stove, a burner, whatever them things is called. It's a little stove with two eyes and it has a little pot up there. Mind you, I wasn't even going in there to look for none of that shit. I wasn't going to look for none of that shit at all. I'm in here looking for the broom. Find the broom. Where's the broom? In the corner, there's like this little thing. Look like somebody got their ass beat with it. It's all bent sideways and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, there's the broom. I get the broom. I walk my happy self right back to the room. When I get back to the room, I start sweeping. You know what I'm saying? This is me not passing judgment on a person. You know what I'm saying? This is your condition, da-da-da-da-da. If I'm going to come over here kicking it with you, this, that, and the third, I'm going to help you clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Clean, everything got to be clean. So I'm sweeping. Minding my business, because I'm like, if these little maggots is in the carpet, I can sweep them bitches out. But common sense would have said, Shrill, get the vacuum cleaner. You don't got lights in here, obviously. Now, mind y'all, there was no, like, lights in the house. You see how I have lights or whatever? But there was this one long-ass extension cord running down the hallway, and then it broke off. Like, there was two more extension cords on the little orange, y'all know those industrial things or whatever? They have like the little ends. You can plug in two more cords, or three actually, and then have them running somewhere else. One was running into his room. The other one was running into the room that his uncle stayed in. But the cord that was running into the room, the bitch was plugged into a lamp, and the lamp was in the closet, in the corner next to the closet, and then there was a window right there with the curtain peeled back. That's all the light we need. That one plug ran to the light. The TV was plugged off of there, and then there was a little fan that you could turn on if it got too hot or something, right? So anyways, I'm sweeping, minding my business, thinking like, okay, you know, I could clean this up. First thing I notice is, as I'm sweeping, I see more little motherfuckers all over the cabinet. Boop, 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 boop. Like they just popping up. Now at this point, I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared because not only if I step on them motherfuckers, it's gonna be like a little slit type thing, but they everywhere. Like, if I bring my daughter over here, if I bring my son over here, you know what I'm saying? If I bring them over here, like, oh, okay, you know, I'm dealing with this dude. Let's just say everything goes good. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to think about the brighter side of, oh, maybe, you know, he'll get him a new house. Maybe he'll pull up this ragged ass carpet and just try to, like, make the place better. Maybe. That's a bunch of maybes. But since we're not at the maybe, we're dealing with the now. If I bring my kids over here and they laying on the ground, I wake up and they got little things just all over their face, I don't know if I'm going to want to stomp them in the face or if I'm going to want to stomp you in the face. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So I'm sweeping and I noticed, I was like, man, these things not stopping. It's like the more I'm like, and they just like, just going everywhere. I'm like, the more that they flying all over the place, the more that I'm realizing it's a bunch of them motherfuckers down there, like little baby ones and all of that. So anyways, while I'm doing that, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about where this man was. He did lead me into the room, right? But he came out, I don't know if he was trying to like hide some shit. You know how niggas just like, oh, this is my room, da da da, you can come in here, you can chill, you can kick it, and him not expecting that a nigga was finna be doing all that she was doing. I'ma go wherever he was going. I assumed that the nigga went outside. I assumed he went outside, because when I went to look for the room, he wasn't in the hallway, unless he was in Uncle Jenny Boy's room. I could call him Uncle Jenny Boy because, well, that's Steven's uncle, and Steven is the father of my son, and so I just call him uncle, if that makes sense. It's like a respect thing, since I ended up living there. Now, I keep saying my son, my son. At the time, it was just Jaylee and Malachi. This is before, I'm a Pisces. This is before Sebastian was born. So, I'm overlooking all of that. I mean, I'm sweeping. I don't know about cleaning stuff, bought new sheets for the bed. Like, if I'm going to come kick it with you, knowing I'm homeless at the time, you know, I want it to be up to par. I want it to be clean. I want at least this room to be like, you know what I'm saying? All the old crap that was stuffed up in the closet. Mind you, this is his grandma's house. His grandma's been dead for quite some time, God rest her soul, but this is his grandma's house. So it's just like, oh, this house will always be here. So my grandkids, I have somewhere to go. Yeah, it would have been like, you know, I have somewhere to go if this motherfucker was put together. But that's neither here nor that. So I go and I make the room basically just what it needs to be whenever I come over. So we kicking it. We doing this, we doing that. Like his oldest son would come, Jaylee and them, they would play. Like we would go out to eat. Like we was basically I wouldn't say, I don't love bomb people because I'm a genuinely loving person. So he was love bombing me like, oh my God, you want me to buy you this? You want this? Let's go here. Let me put some gas in your car. Like, oh, you need some tires. You know, he was doing that type of shit. It's cool. In my opinion, I feel like that's what a man's supposed to do. Like if I meet a woman and I love her, if I meet a woman and I'm growing to like her or whatever the case is, I'm going to do my part as a man. Like, your tires bomb, we going to get some tires. You need some gas in your car, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do the manly thing. So shit, do your thing, big dog. So I go and we